I forgot. I can't speak. I forgot how crazy Tobo's theme goes in Orange Juice. What up?
I'm hungry. Let's
Okay,
hunt.
that's a weird way to say hello. Hi, Sparks. What up, DVA Mechanics? How's it going? I know them up. It's your own boat. How's it going? I woke up 30 minutes ago. 45 minutes ago. I don't know what time it is anymore. And I have the hiccups. It's great. It's great. So last time, we did Zhongli's story, which went really well. And then off stream, Kaya hit level 90, which is great. I still got a few more people. Official's now level 80. She's so close to friendship 10 and to, oh, I need more arrows, so I need 13. Oh, let me make some arrows while I'm at it. Sucrose is the right one, and we'll make 13 arrows if my math is correct. +1, so we should have 25 out of 24. 26. I can't math, okay? I can't math. I'm sorry. And then Eula's stuff ends in approximately 3 days. So things are looking pretty good. I already got my condensed resin, so I have 40 left over. I'm hoping maybe by the end of the stream that I'll have enough so I could show you guys this. Apparently after doing Zhongli's story, you actually get to fight the guy who I can't remember his name again. Whatever his name is. And I did it literally last minute last week after we beat Zhongli's story. I'm gonna hopefully try to remember to do it again, but I know I need to bring a Geo user. But today the main focus is Eula, because we get to do Eula's story quest finally. Even though I've had it unlocked since the first day, you know, decided that I should wait until near the end of the patch, the update, whatever. Let's go talk to Master Jean and be like, Jean, I want to meet this Eula person. Hello.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy. Well,
Are we?
to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with.
Yeah, they're usually busy.
Yes, it has been one thing after another recently. Neither myself nor any of the Mondstadt garrison are able to catch a moment of peace.
Welcome to playing Genshin 24/7 like I do.
I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
Those damn Fatui.
Again? But who are the Lawrence clan?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of Decarabian was lost once again as slavery spread throughout the land.
Oh,
The
damn.
first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
Hi, Blossy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guys to carry out more dubious deeds.
Maybe.
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is to ask you to help us further investigate this matter.
But why us?
Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long as I can remember.
Damn.
We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems the descendants of the aristocracy remain antagonistic towards the Knights.
Everyone
No matter
seems
what
like that.
stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. Our efforts only result in adding more fuel to the flames. We could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant, but if the investigation were to come up empty, I'm afraid tensions and distrust would only increase. All of our past efforts would have been wasted.
I mean, I technically am a
You are,
knight.
in fact, the best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius. But you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You're a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats in this way. Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good position to learn more of their possible connections with the Fatui.
Whoa, leave it to Master Jean to come up with such a thorough plan.
Perhaps such plans have become second nature after all the diplomatic issues I've dealt with. The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the northern city walls.
Schubert.
It is
Shuba.
difficult to get along with due to his temperamental disposition, but if we approach him calmly, then things should go off without a hitch.
Leave it to me as long as Paimon shuts up.
If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you.
Thanks, Jean. Why does nobody like the Knights of Favonius? They're actually pretty good. The Spindrift shall never return to the sea. Let me just check something here real quick. A scion of the old aristocracy and the captain of Knights of Favonius Reconnaissance Company. Interesting. So the aristocrats hate. Hold on. The aristocrats hate the Knights of Favonius, but for some reason, Eula, who is an aristocrat, joined the Knights and supports them. And no one knows why. Weird. But Paimon? She's emergency food, though, Blossy. We've been through this. Alright, Schubert. Hello, Schubert. Hello, who are you? You have question marks for a name.
Who are you?
Hello, we're here too.
Hello? Did I hear you correctly? Hello?
Yeah?
And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and vulgar manner? Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility.
Man, rich people can be snobby, huh?
If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are inadmissible and will never do. Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That is the appropriate etiquette.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman.
Welcome back.
And neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. Oh. But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. Ah, I cannot bear to see such degradation. What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility?
Yep.
I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor.
We're brave as fuck.
Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. After all, we are of a completely different breed by birth.
I haven't said anything,
Save
asshole.
your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you. Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on basic courtesies. Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave.
Damn.
Oh, so this is what Master Jean meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
Your bloodline better catch these hands. True. To be fair, though, a lot of people who are like that are, yeah. Amber!
If it isn't the honorary knight, I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Nice to see you again, Amber. How have you been?
Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
Am I
Master
sleepy?
Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
The long
No
story.
need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched. You just have to keep at it and never give up.
Thank you, Amber.
Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert Lawrence. But it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone. Especially Paimon.
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners.
Sounds like you're no stranger to his rants.
I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore.
True.
However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan, my good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th Company.
Yeah, they see the Knights as enemies.
It's special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family.
That's good.
However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just ask Eula?
Probably.
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for her.
Ah,
In
sounds like
their
mine.
eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family.
Yeah, it's
She's
understandable
very
though.
easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In
Cool.
fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You
Welcome
should
back.
be able to find her around Storm Bear Mountains.
Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate.
Bye, Amber. It's always nice to run into you again.
Have a member of the Lawrence clan. Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of their own family members?
True. Hey, Eula, tell us about your family. Just immediately switch over to her. Just be like, hey, how's it going? Can you tell me about your family? Hey, look, the Fatui. Who would have thought?
The Fatui! What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later.
Do you guys remember that Razor's overpowered? Do you guys remember the fact that Razor's overpowered? So crazy.
Exactly.
So crazy. What's up? I'm attracted.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets?
She's attractive as fuck.
And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
So-
What?
Sorry,
That's
Ben.
right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
I mean, I'm quite used to fighting them.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Hello.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch enemies?
Ah, shit. This is gonna be...
Arch enemies? Wait a minute. You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago.
Why are we arch enemies
I
now?
meant if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt. Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Still attractive.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
So you must be
Yes.
Eula?
That's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
She just seems dead set on proving herself.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence.
Let's see if her personality changes.
So obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him?
He may be secretly involved with the
I
Fatui.
see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
Are you
To the
worried?
everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of Old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
I'm on.
Didn't you see him first? Oh.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you.
Why are you happy about
I need
this?
to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people.
Aren't
We can
you...
put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry. Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
Weirdo? 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 In quotation marks. Weirdo? Weirdo. Fair point. So many weirdos. Also, it would have been funny if we just beat them up as Eula. That would have been kind of funny. Hello!
Ah,
She's
you
cute.
finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise, it'll keep bugging us.
What's with all the vengeance
So
stuff?
that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
She's not wrong. She's not
I
wrong.
already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Are you scared?
Absolutely not. stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes.
Yeah, she's
But you
counting.
needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment.
I like her eyes. And her hair.
I'm
She's
sure
pretty.
you understand. Good. Now, there are two key points that aristocrats attach great importance to. Your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Okay.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation.
Paimon, no.
Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
We are now at 4 reasons why Eula needs to kill us.
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
Paimon!
No,
Too far.
I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
Okay, so instead of saying hello, say a sentence.
As the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water.
Okay, that makes
No,
sense,
no,
but it's a
no.
lot of work.
You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example? Paimon's confused.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close.
Okay, so in this case, we want to use dear friend, not good friend, because we've acquainted with Schubert,
It
but we're
sounds
not
much
close
more
with them.
pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So another thing to remember. Aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite.
Okay.
However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them.
Sounds about right. You have to talk
Only
this way?
the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Wait. This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstrations.
Ah, very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
But aren't you talking to a commoner? What up, Norman? I'm very confused.
You're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
It's... Based on the what comes next, it seems like she doesn't particularly care for it.
I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedence. Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Ugh, is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it.
She's just giving us a
Like I
demonstration.
said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan.
Man,
And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
that's another one to the list of
The
vengeance.
Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Yep,
Never mind.
seems like
Tim.
it.
I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else.
Sup, cheese?
You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with utmost sincerity. Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Ah, right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Maybe we should just stop. Please. I'm getting secondhand cringe.
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
She's obsessed with vengeance. Is it just me, or am I the only one getting secondhand cringe here?
You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a Knight of Favonius, and that the Knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it. Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule. And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
God damn it, Eula!
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here. I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius.
Let's just call
I'm
it a
sorry,
day.
but I want her to understand that I'm serious.
You're good, Randall.
If you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go. It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else to talk to.
No.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time.
Still managed to brush it off,
Don't
though.
worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
I mean, true.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path to reconciliation. As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. It is now my turn to bear this burden.
Okay.
At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
So you knew about the problems.
Why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
Please no.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct.
Okay.
A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else.
She's so weird.
For refinement. But we must also practice your bearing.
Okay.
I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
Oh, okay. I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned with what we're about to do. She's cool, but like also... Why? Just why?
So cold. Does aristocrat training really need to be done here?
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring.
Sounds like
Compared
it.
to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake.
Yeah, I'm used to this.
Huh? This is where you can finally apply some of your adventuring knowledge.
True.
You look pretty confident this time. All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most unsightly.
Okay. Reach objective without being launched or taking any damage.
Incinerate!
What a pineapple. I know I could walk around it, but I'm doing this how I think is the legitimate way that they want us to.
By royal decree.
That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult. Remember.
Okay. I'm just gonna go around in a circle. Got it! We did it, Eula! We did it!
A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
Yeah, I just went around it all.
Paimon almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing we didn't get stuck. So, are we aristocrats now?
Aristocrats. Close enough.
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun.
Ah,
This
shit.
scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters.
Okay.
True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle. My
must be how
family
you
set
train.
only the highest expectations for me, even as a child. Let's proceed, shall we?
Is it just me?
This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Is it just me, or does Eula just really need a hug? Like, I don't know. Something about this says that Eula just needs a hug. Just want to give her a hug.
Well
I just
done.
want to give her a hug.
Your performance was most impressive.
She probably wouldn't like it, but it's just like, I think you need a hug.
And you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragon spine surroundings.
Like, I feel like this happiness is a
I'm
mask.
starting to wonder if even I could have done the same. Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is little left for me to teach you.
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty. So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of Dragonspine before Paimon turns into a popsicle.
Popsicle Paimon.
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress at all.
Yeah, that's Paimon for you. It's Eula, you're wasting your time. Paimon's just emergency food. We've been through this, just don't worry about it.
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Maybe that's just Paimon's style.
Hey, that's not true. Paimon was just focusing on you the whole time.
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps.
Ah, shit!
Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it? Are you trying to poison Paimon?
Doubt it.
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you. Are you still planning on the whole vengeance thing?
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it? So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Where the milk come from, though? I was gonna say the same thing.
I knew something was off.
Thank you for looking
in the
after
name of
Paimon.
vengeance. No need to thank me. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a cordial gift to present to my uncle when you meet him. I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good Hunter.
Listen, there's obviously a cow nearby. Are you kidding me? There's obviously a cow nearby. There's cows in this game, right? Probably. Wink, wink. No. God, you pineapple, you're ruining the joke!
Oh, hey, Eula.
Only
I
person.
see you've met the honorary knight.
So,
We meet again, Amber. Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But
I was talking about an actual cow.
we all eat together.
jerks.
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
I was legitimately.
Is there something else you'd like to
The first part was not a cow.
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Pineapple. Don't have to say it so clearly.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast
Don't
all
worry,
the meat
same.
dishes.
Sam
So-
pineapple.
We clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
God damn it, Eula.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Damn.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Hyman's never.
Blossie's just like, go to the door, Kit.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrats seem to take a liking to it.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less.
Can I learn how to make it? Can I learn how to make it,
Eula
please?
treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
Hold on. Do you guys think Eula and Fischl would get along? Because Fischl's also German?
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression.
So if Amber doesn't escape vengeance?
Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
Ooh, shots fired! Shots fired! Oh, God. Anyway.
I'm starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person.
True.
There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Well, no?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person. All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting cold.
Paimon suddenly becomes Kirby. After an awkward pause, everyone cheerfully chats.
I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I'll get Samara under the hood.
Just you.
If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time. All right. Next, you should pay my uncle a visit.
Please don't.
He has a small camp
Just
at the top of the mountain near
inhale.
Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went alone. Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
I still have more recon to do in the
Inhale.
wilderness. Well, until next time.
Wow, this was a very quick quest.
What an interesting bunch you are.
Let's meet again! Let's meet again! Hey, look! It's Eula!
Here, the gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut is ready to go. Be sure to eat it while it's hot, otherwise the flavor will be spoiled. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
We know this.
I've been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak with the others in Mondstadt earlier. But she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now. What's up with that?
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family, therefore they don't actually see Eula for herself. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
So that makes sense of what she was trying to say earlier. Okay.
Eula differently then.
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters, clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Damn.
So both sides were unhappy.
Bye, Pineapple.
That's right.
Enjoy the rest of your
So
day.
you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under such circumstances. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering
Varka?
attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. Tensions still remain beneath the surface, I'm afraid.
We haven't heard that name in a
In
while.
the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius. And in the eyes of the Lawrence clan, she's a disgrace to her family.
Damn.
But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person after another, myself included. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. she could stand to be treated a little more fairly.
If only there's more people like
I
you.
believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again. Paimon thinks we know how to communicate with her now.
True.
I'm glad. I think that would make her very happy, though she might not ever admit it.
Probably.
Take care. Please come again.
Will do, but first I need to turn on my fan because it's fucking hot in this room. It's hot as fuck. Also, look, it's Eula. Eula never left. It's crazy. Eula never left.
I choose?
More speed.
I guess this is the fastest way. But it's like Eula never left. It's crazy. We keep on jumping.
More speed.
Hey Eula, can you talk to your uncle for me? What? Sir, why are you... Why?
That seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two. A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate enough.
Boss, you do your
Very well.
commissions.
I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen to what you have to say.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory of the nobility that continues to this day. A true loyalist.
I'm hoping I'm saying things right.
Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well versed in our etiquette.
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an ordeal.
I'm glad that Paimon's not saying anything out loud because Jesus, this
Your
would be
conduct
bad.
is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically unfathomable.
Mm-hmm.
If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech? Ah, good. Very good. You are bright, and compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential. If you were of aristocratic blood, your prospects would be promising indeed.
Well, thank you, Shuba Shuba.
We brought a gift. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our goodwill.
Could this be? Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut?
It's meat with sausage. Fleisch is meat. I remember a little bit of German from when I was forced to take German in college, even though God, Gebratenes is the one word. Roasted meat with sausage, I think. Because I think sauerkraut is just sausage. Or cabbage. Sauerkraut is cabbage. Well, sauerkraut is sauerkraut, so... Never mind, I'm stupid. I guess I didn't learn much.
That your sentiment
Need to
is
talk to
changing.
Foxy Travis to teach me
As a
more.
young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish. It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's nearly mealtime, I shall partake.
It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty meat stick. Schubert, language. Because I know mint is with.
Ah, yes. This aroma, just as I remember it. And this exquisite sour flavor. A delicacy that only us noblemen and women could appreciate.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
Don't worry, we'll make some later.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request.
This.
Wait, so you've come to know of this too? It was meant to be a family secret.
To do what I can for the nobility.
Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my full trust in you.
Sir, you're not even looking at us.
Come with me. We happen to be in need of competent fellows like yourself.
Where
To
are we
see
going?
some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in restoring the Lawrence clan to its former glory.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we? You'll understand everything in due course.
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
Don't worry, I have a mask. We have our mask that we sometimes wear. Behind enemy lines. After winning Schubert's trust, he decided to take you to see his friends from a distant land. The Fatui might be skulking within, so make sure to be fully prepared before stepping forward to investigate. Sure. Soups, why do you keep entering stream crying? There's no reason for that. I'll make sure Sparks attacks you with
Why
dust.
have you put on a mask all of a sudden?
I don't want it to be seen by any strangers.
Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mondstadt. And therefore, we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so easily. I see.
I told you guys we had the mask.
Thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize us.
Can I just say that I love the fact how I remember majority of the story quests in this game and about what we've gotten over this time. I'm impressed with myself.
Shall we? I'll introduce you as my guest.
Hi, I'm Eula.
As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is unacceptable.
Understandable.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected.
For Paimon.
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business.
Hold it right there. Who's this?
If you really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, then you will be held accountable by the Lawrence clan.
But
Damn.
this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this. Make way.
No
Damn.
need to sound all high and mighty like that.
So,
Fine. You may proceed.
don't worry, I'm Eula.
Thus, they don't dare to question you.
Paimon, shut up.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye.
I love how they walk on every single step.
Such glory will return to me again before long.
I love the detail of just still walking on every single step. It's like Wind Waker.
Where have I seen this person before?
Hi, Sergey.
Who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence clan.
Pleasure to
Our
meet you.
plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an outsider at this time. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very active in Mondstadt recently.
Sergey knows who we are.
Ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. I must treat them with the proper mutual respect. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details. They could never understand the intricacies of our etiquette.
I'm standing right here,
What
mate.
about this thing?
You mean Paimon?
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has made your activity in Mondstadt possible? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knights of Favonius like dogs.
Damn.
You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further inquiries. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so squiggly and crooked. And what is this shape supposed to be?
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully draw this map by hand myself.
So, gonna be honest, I like Sergey. Gonna be real.
Shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius.
I see. Crude, but I can make do. Are you able to verify that this is all reliable information?
Yes.
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling over the details.
Alright, I don't like
We
Sergey
will make
anymore.
good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge our identity. There would be diplomatic consequences, you know.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. No one else will know of it. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then, the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful and unwavering rule of the Lawrence clan. Perfect. Just as it once was, and just as it should be.
You gonna get stabbed by them?
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly. That is all. For now.
Very well.
Well,
Huh? What are you doing?
that's right! It's the Honorary Knight and their trusty companion, Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust! Dust!
I think they got the
So
message.
this was all just a ploy to deceive me.
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their
But, uh,
manners?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh? We'll see about that.
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish aristocrats.
Yeah.
No matter, we already have the intel we need. Get them!
God.
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
Here's a question. Didn't I just try to... I just tried to attack those guys and nothing happened. Because I was playing as Eula. I didn't think that through too much. Hi. This character is much stronger. I was like, man, I'm doing like so little damage. I wonder how. Why?
Is that Eula?
Hi.
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
It seems we've finally caught up
pineapple.
with you. This place is crawling with Fatui. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Well, things progressed much faster than anticipated.
I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. And I thought you despised such pleasantries. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to be taught to outsiders.
Ah yes, rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plans. It's all for naught now.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you are well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I could not overlook your actions.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family's glory. You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and leave with me. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you, and give you a new beginning.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius. You are a descendant of the Lawrence clan.
She's actually
The blood
both.
of the Lawrence clan flows in
Shaky
your veins.
hand.
You must comply with the will of the family.
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you unruly maid!
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety.
True, Pineapple,
Had
true.
you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Damn.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance seem to have gone out the window.
True.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and I have other matters to attend to. Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
They have Mondstadt's defenses.
I took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the Knight's patrol routes and marked out key information about Mondstadt.
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So stubborn. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Sounds about right.
Let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that diagram.
True. You didn't think I didn't see this, did you? Hey look, we're having a trial of Eula. We actually have her sword now. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of... I'm hoping at some point I can maybe... if I had the money, which I don't. Trying to get actually like a lot of the 5-star weapons. Oh, here's the thing. You know what? I'm going to talk about this later. I'm going to talk about this later. But there is something I actually really want to point out and say about this game. But... Hello. Welcome back, King Cheese. But yeah, there is something I really want to say just regarding this game in of itself. I'm going to fight this guy first, because this guy's the most annoying out of all of them. Mr. Fisticuffs is not as bad. Move. Well, that's the thing, is it is a gacha game, and they have... Here's something, too, that I need to point out. This game, gacha-wise, you gotta keep in mind that it's a free game. They have to make money somehow. They really gotta make money somehow.
More speed. Beg for mercy.
So, as a result, you can't really, like, fault them for any of it.
Motion to compel.
Phantasmagoria.
Where did you go? You went over here. Yeah, yeah. The thing with the gacha game is that it is just also like they have to make money somehow, and they have like other stuff that they gotta do. So that's true, but unfortunately that's kind of just how free-to-play games go. Is like, cool, you can do your best to play this game free-to-play. That's completely understandable, and if you want to stick with it, more power to you. But at the end of the day, like, how do they make money off this game? Oh, by the people playing it. Well, then they have to spend money.
I guess there's no other option but to fight.
And I know some people like really like being like free to play and everything, and I completely understand that. You know, if you want to be purely free to play, more power to you. Don't worry about it. Like, play free to play. There's a lot of other people. That's why a lot of gacha games have whales who spend a shit ton of money, because the whales are honestly the ones that let the game thrive. Because there's people, and I see this a lot even with Udapri. Whales are the ones that keep that game alive.
They may very well have already
We'll talk about
made
it a bit, though.
copy of it. But without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
Mm-hmm.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the trouble. The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
Yeah, but why did you follow us?
You suddenly appeared at just the right moment.
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier. I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
Finally, after all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying.
Saying vengeance. Okay. Wow. I also just realized too. Holy crap. So her way of saying vengeance is just saying that I owe you one.
In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us during our investigation.
But she says it's
Worried about
vengeance.
us and your uncle, so you brought a team to take a look.
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story.
Too bad, we're twisting it.
You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming. And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey, what do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
She's not.
Seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you wait. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
So make us your arch enemies?
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and take it from here.
There's so many good characters in this game.
See you around.
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next time.
No, Paimon's I think been around longer than anybody. Because she's supposed to be a mystical, like, being of a sort. Hey look, Animo sigils. It's been a while since we found one of those. Alright. I want to just spend some time talking about this game here for a bit. Pineapple, have you seen any anime regarding young-looking characters? Pretty sure there's an anime out there where there's like a teacher who looks like a 4. It's just how things are. All right, let's talk about this game and just gacha games in general. So yeah, I understand that a lot of people like frown upon pay to play and everything, and in that sort of mindset. But here's the thing. For a massive game like Genshin, there's a shit ton of people playing, and some people who do, like myself, who spend a little bit of money, and there's some people who spend thousands and thousands of dollars to get Eula maxed out. That's just how things are, right? But those people who are spending money for this game are keeping the game... There's a lot of dogs barking behind me. They're the ones who are keeping the game functioning. Because the free-to-play people, they're not contributing to the game other than just playing it. Like, they're really... And that's not, like, dissing on them or anything. It's straight up, like, they... How do I put this? They're enjoying the game, and more power to them for enjoying the game. Honestly, like, more power to them for enjoying the game. But it's not making MiHoYo any money, right? But here's the thing. You don't ever have to feel obligated with helping a pay-to-play game, okay? If you're playing this game, don't ever feel like you're obligated to, like, have to pay to support the game and everything. Because even still playing it, just keep in mind, there's always a lot of people who are supporting this game, myself included, right? So don't ever feel like you have to, right? Yeah. So, and that's the thing, Pineapple, with minors and such playing this game. Just enjoy this game and treat it just as free to play and enjoy it as much as you can. And the whales, as well as myself and a few others who, you know, spend a little bit of money on the game rather than like tens of thousands of dollars, you know, we're the ones who can help just keep supporting the game. Which is why, just touching on it briefly, I want to talk about Udapri really quick. You know, I've talked about this before. It's the game that's on my phone that I've been playing since a month after it officially came out in the US, thanks to my friend Ray. And I'm a big fan of the series. We even have an Udapri command because I love the series so much. That game, way back when, had over, I want to say, about 20,000 to 30,000, probably even maybe up to 100, like 40,000 people playing the game US. Compare that to Japanese, they have hundreds of thousands of people playing the game, and they still do. But now on US servers, they have barely 10,000 people playing the game. Okay? They have barely 10,000 people playing the game of Udapri. I think Japanese still has like over like 200,000 because Udapri is still huge in Japan because of all the singers involved. But like the US market, you know, you have to ask yourself, okay, is it still worth it to sustain having the game have a US based, like having the US app, English app? And the answer is yes. Because they combined the English app with US and China. So that way all of those are kind of combined together. And Japan is staying separate because Japan, like, put it this way, if they combine US and Japan is getting the tier 1 spots because of how much money they spend. Because I randomly got her almost killed, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll heal her in a moment. But I want to say for the English-based of like Udapri, the people who spend ridiculous amounts of money on Udapri are the ones that are the reasons why we still have the game, I believe, yet. Even though I very much love the series and I really, really enjoy the game. Like, I wanna show you guys something here real quick. Just to show this, okay? Let me pull up Udapri. I'm gonna show you guys one thing. Okay? I want to put this into perspective about how much or how important it is that people who are doing pay to play do what they do. I want to pull up the Udapri event that's going on right now. I want to pull up a player in particular. Okay? And this is mainly just me. I'm not going to show the player's name. I'm going to try not to, at least. And I still have some, like, I still have the event to play and everything, but I really want to show off, where is it? Is it you? It's not you. You. Okay. So I'm going to kind of cover this. This picture right here. This is of one of the characters, Ren Jinguchi, if the blur doesn't happen. God damn it. Blur. Hold on. Let's do that. Okay, so this is one of the characters, Ren Jinguchi, okay? That's one of the characters there. It's, for some reason, not focusing. That's kind of a good way to do it. They have this character level 70 with a platinum crown, okay? Now, what a 70 with a platinum crown means in Udapri is you've gotten 5 of the card. You got the base, and then 55, 60, 65, 70. You have 5 of that card. They also have another Ren who is level 70 with the platinum crown. And the crown you get by doing kind of a roll thing, but that one doesn't cost money. Getting the cards costs money. To put in perspective, if you have worst odds, let's say you are the most unlucky person, the way to get those cards, you can only get it 3 days a year. Literally, you can get both of these cards 3 days a year because it's the birthday set in Udapri. Every 11 pulls, so getting 11 cards, you pull for 11 cards, but it's, so that's 111 cards total. Every 10 of those pulls, you're guaranteed one of the birthday cards from the current set. 100 pulls, for reference's sake, the 10 pulls cost, it's been a while, 300 Primo Gems in that game, okay? So 300, multiply that by 10, you get 3,000, okay? Imagine worst odds, plus they usually have a thing where like you're just guaranteed to get one anyway, so you only need to do it 4 times, okay? So that's 3,000, 6,000, 9,000, 12,000 gems, okay? And then $80, so you literally spend $80 to get one of them for free, in that case. Primo Gems, we're going to do the math here to show this off, okay? You can get 1,220 Primo Gems, Primo Prisms and such, for $80, okay? So you need 12,000. So divide that by 1,220. You need about 10. So that's $80 times 10. That is $800 that you would have to spend on those if you had worse odds. Plus the other $80. That's $880 to get maximum of the birthday set. But that's just one. Keep in mind, they have the other birthday set, so they did that twice. 17,760. $1,760 is what they spent to get both of those cards maxed out. On top of that, most players who have that have every version of their favorite character's cards maxed out, which is completely luck-based and could go for the same amount. Could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more. Could be, they could have spent $400, $500, $1,000. You don't know. Those people in Udapri, and is in this specific case Udapri, Utana Prince Sama Shining Live, keep the game running.
I smell rabbit.
Every time those events happen, they are spending $800, which to some people might not sound like much, but they're spending $800 to support their favorite character. Multiply that by, I'm going to say probably about 500 people who probably do the same thing, and then add in a few of us who like kind of sometimes spend to get some of our characters just like one card and not the full max. And you can see that adds up. That's like over, I would say, what? So let's just say, so 800 times, whoops. Let's try that again. 800 times 500. That's $400,000 that they made. plus like randomness, I'd say that goes up to about $500,000, $600,000 for a person's birthday. I would like to point out that June 9th is Natsuki and Sho's birthday in Utano Prince Sama. Both of them have cards that's only around for 3 days that are the birthday set. I usually get just the default one, just the main one, so that way I only get the one card and I can do the story and move on from there. Keep in mind, you have people who are going to be maxing out those cards. That's about, let's say, $400,000 twice. You have $800,000 they're making in probably 3 days, give or take, because of people trying to max it out. When the game had its heyday and everything, and there was over like 20,000 to 40,000 people, keep in mind, this is just English, you would have a few thousand people doing that. Gacha games make a lot of money, but as time goes on, people start leaving the game, of course. And it's really up to those people who are spending money to support the game. And here's the thing, right? That's to us, right? $400,000, $800,000. Massive amounts. Pure massive amounts of money, right? How much do you guys think it takes to keep running the servers, maintenance the game, making sure it runs? A large chunk of that money, honestly, probably gets gone away. They probably only ever see like maybe $100,000 of that to put into new stuff in the game. But they also have to pay the voice actors money to keep surprising their role. So the company themselves probably gets maybe $30,000, $40,000 out of all of that. Just have like specific words and everything said. So you go from 400,000 to 800,000 to minus a zero at 30,000. That's just a base estimate there. I don't know the specifics and how much it costs to run most of this stuff, but I imagine it's very, very expensive. Especially with like maintenance and making sure different things happen at specific times, people getting paid, so on and so forth. $30,000 to just funnel back into the game. Which sounds like a lot, but for a game company, it really isn't. Now put that into respects for Genshin. Let's be real. Look at this map. This map is gigantic for a free game. And it's on servers. It's on probably multiple different servers. Right? Multiple different servers. Free to play. This probably costs a fucking arm. It probably costs a few hundred arms and legs to maintain this. So people spending money definitely do support it. But here's the thing. You can still have fun free to play. There's just a few other people out there, or in this case for Genshin, a lot of people who support it. Cross left kidney? Probably. Very much probably. So yeah, for those of you guys who are ever worried about like, hey, you know, I love this game, but I can't like pay any money to support it or anything. Honestly, you don't need to worry about it too much, especially for a massive game. For a massive game like Genshin, you don't have to worry about it. But compare it to something like Friday Night Funkin', right? Friday Night Funkin' is trying to make like a full release of a game and make extra content and everything. They had to do a Kickstarter. But not many people were supporting it on its like actual website because they were just playing the game for free and just taking it for granted. Until the Kickstarter happened, they're like, oh shit, maybe we should actually start supporting this. Then people's eyes opened up and were like, holy shit, we should probably support this game, otherwise they're not going to get any updates. And then at that point, everyone, you know, even people who didn't have that much money started supporting it. Yeah, they got a shit ton, but keep in mind, it wasn't just big donations. It was a lot of smaller ones, too. It's a lot of smaller ones. So, you just got to put that in perspective. Now, just talking about Genshin in general, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. This game is definitely, I'm going to be real, one of my favorite games of all time. There is still a lot they could do better about this game, right? There is a lot they could do better about this game. They could they could enhance the stories about some of the other characters. They can, you know, add more, like, you know, single character stories, because I know the hangouts are really important and everything. But the stories that they do have, they think their shit through. Eula's story, so Pineapple put it best, that they actually are talking about family issues of doing what's best for your family compared to doing what's best for yourself. And that's just what Eula's story is. Sure, there's wild and wacky characters, and a lot of them are really cute. But keep in mind, we just watched essentially a story of the family, essentially Eula having to deal with her own family, doing shady shit. And even though her heritage is saying one thing, she has to go against it. And that's just like, say, a teenager or somebody going off on their own to do their own thing, right? Put it in my perspective. I want to stream and I want to, you know, impact people in a positive way through streaming. Majority of my family don't support it. Majority of my family say I should stop streaming this instant. They hate the fact when I'm streaming. But I still do it anyway because that's what I want to do. It's like your parents want you to become a doctor and you want to be an engineer instead, you know? And here's the thing, it's not even just like Eula's story. Even Zhongli's story, right? Oh yeah, it's just a story about a god who is just trying to help out doing geology stuff with the guy who has amnesia, who can see things and find a dragon queller over here. But in reality, it was a story about old friends finally catching up after such a long time, only being able to spend a few precious moments together before they have to part ways again. Which a lot of people could probably relate to. One of my best friends, my best friend of all time, I absolutely adore them. I get to talk to them maybe once a year. They live 3 towns over, and I rarely get to see them because either they're with their boyfriend the entire time, they're having to do work. I rarely get a chance to talk to them because they're always so busy. But those few moments where I get to talk to them and say hi and ask how it's going, phenomenal. When I used to live in the old house and I got to hang out with them for 2 separate days, the most amazing thing. Like, I had so much fun, and like, I honestly, if I could cry, I would have been sobbing. I pretty much felt like not doing anything after they left because I just wanted to see them again, right? Like, yeah, they look normal on the surface and they dig deeper and they cover these topics. They cover them. And I just personally really like this. I really like all the thematic parts of this game. Like, I have to say Genshin is probably one of my favorite games of all time. There's a reason why I'm one of the very few people I'm learning who actually consistently play this game. Like, every single day. I've only missed 1 day of playing this game. I've straight up only missed 1 day of playing this game. And that's purely because I just really like it. It's a fun game that I just don't want to put down. You know, and here's the thing, I understand why they have like limited resources and everything. Like, oh, you only have so much you can do. I'm not gonna speed this up because there's no need to right now. But yeah, no, it's definitely tough for a lot of people. But for me personally, like, I play this a ton just because, like, you know, I at least have the time to put in to play it every single day. But don't feel like you have to. Just checking these real quick. Obviously, I can buy some of this stuff too. Transient present. So I'm just looking at this. just kind of see. I mean, first I want to get all of these. Kind of the big thing is just getting all of these recipes. So, playing with them. So, yeah, no, I get you. You just got to do what you got to do, right? So, but I get you. For me, you know, games are just a lot of fun, and you know, doing what you want to do at the end of the day is also a big thing. It's why, like, lately I've been like contemplating, like, what do I see to be more worthwhile in the long run, right? For a lot of you guys right now, especially those who are still in school, school needs to take full precedent over anything else. I know there's a few things you guys want to start working towards, but school should be your highest priority, and then going from there doing other things. For me, you know, now that I have a job, my precedence is essentially which job makes more of an impact, not just for myself and like money-wise, sure, because I need to pay bills and everything in order to not be homeless, but what also affects other people as well. And for me, I've been considering this a lot. I talk about the fact of like how I dislike my job. I've learned recently that my job impacts very few people. It really, really does. And if they do impact them, it's in a negative way. My actual, like, real full-time job, it's more affects people in a negative way, except for the people I'm working with, because to them, well, two of them, it's positive, and everyone else is kind of meh. Where at the streaming, where everything is usually very, very positive. So it's, you know, it's interesting, to say the least. Anyway, enough ranting from me. Just kind of going around. There's not too much that I really need to do right now. Really, there's not much I need to do in Genshin for quite some time, honestly. So here's the thing. Oh, thanks, Pineapple. I appreciate it. Here's the thing of what I need to do before 1.6. I mean, obviously, you guys see me at 53. I'm seven resin away before it gets to 60, so that way I can fight the Dragon Queller again. I can't remember his name. The guy that begins with the letter A. So I'll be doing that off stream, but I've been doing essentially a rotation system to level up everybody else right now. So it goes, yeah, Azdaha, there you go. As soon as I saw part of the name, I'm like, I remember now. But here's my way I've been going about things. It's been going Mora, Monster, Experience. Mora, Monster, Experience. Like, that's my general go-to until I have enough Mora to where it's just me switching between these two on the given day. So today was Experience Day, and actually this morning, like very early this morning, I got official to level 80. But right now, I need to, you know, get more monster materials and more of these gems. Which I think right now I can only craft 2? Yeah, I can only craft 2 of them. So, but it's like, okay, well, once you get enough monster stuff, you can level her up, right? Well, I only have 420,000 Mora, which actually is not enough, nowhere close enough to level her up. I need to get to 1.3 million Mora, I believe, in order to actually have enough to get official to 90. 11 up talents, not right now. So before we switch games, because we're going to switch games here in a moment to Persona 5 Strikers, I just want to let you guys know where everything is right now, what the plan is for 1.6 and moving forward. So right now, there's not going to be any more Genshin streams until 1.6. Once 1.6 happens, you guys will see two things. Or there'll be probably 2 streams. The first stream is we'll do the Klee Wish, because I believe Klee is the first one coming up. So we'll do the Klee Wish, get another Klee, and then we will, because like I said, every banner one of those that's a unique character, we add to their constellation list. So Klee will get her explosive frags. and then we will do the quests for 1.6, because there should be the Archon quests and then like a few side quests. Then the second one will be the story quest, because I think they're going to be adding another story quest for Klee, if I had to take a guess. And so that's what the streams will be. The first one's the Archon quest, second one and side quest, second one is Klee's quest and just kind of exploring the new area. The first one might even just be exploring the area. We'll see. I can just guarantee the Archon quest plus Klee. Now, as far as my leveling system goes, you know, Razor, once again, is still the best of the best. He has max Constellation, and I've been slowly leveling up all of his talents and everything. There is a talent event going on right now where you can do 2 of the talent dungeons, and you can get double if you just get free double stuff. The reason I haven't been doing that is because I don't need it right now. I don't care about it really right now. It really is not important to me. Kazaha, I mean? Yeah, Kazaha. So he's coming out, but that's after the Klee banner, if I recall correctly. So, yeah. So right now, by the time the Klee banner ends, all my characters will be level 90. Including the Traveler. But the way the path works right now is we're going to start with Fischl, then Bidu, and Bidu we finally have enough rocks to make her like full. Then we'll go Bennett, and then D-Luke. That should be all of that should be the first part of 1.6. The first part of 1.6 is just getting all of that taken care of, which is honestly great. Because then I don't have to worry about experience books anymore, except for when a new character releases. But what happens after that? Hello. How long has this guy been here? Huh. Didn't know that dude existed. Alright, well, I'll worry about that later. Didn't know about that. Anyway. So after everybody gets level 90, the next thing I'm going to be working on is everyone's weapons. And I'm going to be essentially working on just everyone's weapons and getting those maxed out, but only the ones that like are for sure for each character. We have quite a few, but you know, I don't really have a good weapon for like say Eula. There's your hydrate. Sorry. Yeah, I don't have really too many good weapons for like say Eula or anybody else. Heck, Skyward Pride, I have no Noel, which I might switch that. Which is why, like I was saying, maybe one day, hopefully I could, you know, get some of these like 5-star weapons, but I'd rather get the characters moving forward and everything. So we're going to be focusing on weapons a little bit. Mainly it's going to be maxing out the gold weapons that I have. So we have the Almost Bow. Wolf's Gravestone is maxed out, so it would be Skyward Pride. I don't think we have anything gold for these guys. Nope. We have Skyward Blade. No, I did not get it for free. And then we have the Primordial Jade Wing Spear and the Skyward Spine. Yeah, you were lucky. You got it lucky. So with that being said, like, I'm going to be focusing on just everyone's like 5-star weapons and any 4-star weapons that just might be good for specific characters. But after that, it's going to go straight into talents. As far as artifacts go, we'll just kind of go with artifacts once we get them. But right now, my main focus is we're going to max out Razor. Then we have Chi-Chi, Ganyu actually, like, her artifact set is really good, but Chi-Chi's the next one. And then I also have Sucrose I want to max out. And then it was either like Klee or Hu Tao or something. But yeah, I just want to, like, the next part of the plan for maxing out everybody is getting everyone's weapons maxed out. And then after we get everyone's weapon maxed out, we go from there. I'm also, like, I'm on the fence, though, if I want to, before doing all the weapons, getting Razor, like, all of his talents maxed out. Because he's really close. This is his last level for his regular attack, and then he has 4 more levels of Claw and Thunder. Which, admittedly, I have enough materials to max out the rest of it. I just have to grind the specific books. So all I would be doing is just collecting Mora, because obviously I need Mora to do that. But, yeah. So we'll kind of play it by ear. I think weapons are kind of the biggest thing first, because weapons play a huge part of it, so... I'm not worried about the books right now. Let's be real. My Razor is so broken right now. My Razor is so incredibly... Excuse me. He's so incredibly strong that, like, I don't need to worry about him too much. If I'm being honest. Like, he destroys everything like a few hits, so... Like, if we just go to these Hilichurls real quick... Just to kind of show this off, like, I could max him out, and he can kill these things even faster, sure, but, like, look at these Hilichurls. There's 3 Hilichurls, they're level 81 each. 2, 3, 1, 2. Those guys took 2 hits to defeat. And even if we max this out, it's still going to be 2 hits. Even with this, like, Claw and Thunder might be a little bit more, but yeah. I'm of the mindset that Razor's talents are fine as they are right now, and I don't have to worry about them till later. Keep in mind, there is no endgame still, except for the Abyss. Which, the Abyss dungeon is why I'm just gonna be, like, focusing on only a few characters after the fact. But yeah. That's actually something else I should point out before we switch games. This thing over here, the thing that I rarely touch at all. Like, rarely touch. Once everyone hits level 90, and I have everyone's weapons, like the core group's weapons, because it only takes 8. It only takes 8 characters, so I'm just gonna focus on the 8 that I want to use, which, if I recall correctly, the 8 I want to use is Razor, Venti, Jean, Ganyu, Chi-Chi, Keqing, Tartaglia, and Sucrose. I believe that those were who I wanted to use. Venti and Sucrose for AoE, like crowd control damage. Ganyu and Venti would be on opposite teams, and then Razor and Chi-Chi would be on the same team. And then we'd have Jean with healing on one side and go from there. Which I think is a smart idea. But I need to make sure I have all those guys maxed out before we do the Abyss dungeon and go from there. And then last thing, this will be the last thing I will talk about because it's been a bit. Oh, I know what those are. Okay. Achievements. Because I've been kind of just slacking on achievements lately. I really have. Like, I've just been kind of like, meh. I'll get the achievements when I get them. But I should probably start doing that because I'm at 237, and because I'm competitive as shit, if I check 236, 265, 300, like, And I'm at 237? Nah, man. Nah. We're not doing that. So, we're actually going to do some achievement grinding, hopefully soon. After I get everybody's, like, to level 90. So what the plan would be then is every stream, and this will probably start like for 1.6. Every stream after we do the main things in 1.6 is going to be focusing on what can we do to max some stuff out. Like what should we get taken care of? And I'm going to kind of just go down the list. So we'll probably start with the heroes, or not hero's journey. We'll do elemental specialist. We'll try to do as many of these as we possibly can, find the specific areas for it, finish it, move on. The Abyss dungeon we'll do later. Defeat the unusual Hilichurl 20 times, then more than that. Which I'm going to start doing that at 1.6, is I'll mark out the specific areas where the unusual Hilichurl are, and then every stream will check where they are. This one's going to suck. Defeat Spiral Abyss 5-3 without taking any damage. Yeah, that's gonna be a pain in the butt. And then a Realm Beyond the series, like this stuff, we'll do this in the future. It's just this one's gonna come and go in due time. But a lot of those achievements that the people have all are the Wonders of the World, and I'll look up the Wonders of the World ones that we're missing. So yeah. Anyway, with that, we're gonna power this down, and we're gonna switch games. But I also just heard that my laptop finished. So, I'm going to play some music for you guys real quick as I change things around, and we'll be right back with Persona 5 Strikers doing Jail 6. So with that, I'll see you guys in a bit.